What's that battle everyone would love to see in Dragon Ball? There's of course Ultra Instinct Goku versus Beerus, a battle against Whis to finally see that kind of power he's truly packing since angels can't fight and we haven't ever seen it, or the Gods of Destruction battling it out in a little tournament. Now I think that would be awesome to see, as we haven't had much action with the Gods of Destruction. I believe in the manga there was a little arc where the Gods of Destruction had a little tournament, but we haven't seen much in the anime, only Beerus fighting Goku and Vegeta, and then Rikiru and two other Gods of Destruction fighting in the pre-tournament of power to kind of test out the stage. But besides that, not much. And I believe it's probably going to be a little while until we actually see some more Gods of Destruction in action, but that doesn't mean we can't recreate it ourselves. And what better place to battle it out with Gods of Destruction than Dragon Ball Legends, everyone's absolute favorite game. And we need some new Gods of Destruction. We have Beerus, and that's it. And Beerus only has an Extreme and an LF. And the Extreme's not bad, but it's not great. And then the LF, it's not good unless you're wailed out at Zenkai 7. So we need a normal Sparking Beerus that's good for most people to be able to use, because Beerus is one of the most popular characters. I mean, KSI even went and got a chain of Beerus made. And then he's also one of the strongest in Legends, so in Dragon Ball, so he needs to be represented well in Legends. And so I've gone out and designed 3 kits for 3 Gods of Destruction that I think would be awesome to have in Legends. Let me know who your guys' favorites Gods of Destruction are down below. Would love to hear, who you guys think. I know I'll probably see a lot of Beeruses, but let me know what units you'd want to see in Dragon Ball Legends, besides Gods of Destruction. What is a unit that you think we need in Dragon Ball Legends? And don't go with the normal Gogeta, Ultra Instinct, something a little different that isn't the normal hype thing. But starting off here, we're starting off with Beerus, because like I said, we need a new Beerus. And so this is my Beerus. This one I've made a strike focused unit, because both the Extreme and the LF are more blast units, so I thought this Beerus could be a strike unit. For strike, he's got blast armor, because what good strike unit doesn't have blast armor? I mean, Vegeta Blue, Kefla, Beerus deserves it too, because Beerus is an absolute monster. His blast, normal blast, nothing special to it. His green card is paralyze on hit and gain 30 ki. It's similar to the Vegeta Blue or full power Goku greens, where it's a comboable card. You fly across, hit him, and then if it lands, you paralyze him and gain 30 ki. If you miss, well, be better next time. And then his blue is a sphere destruction. It's the same as the Extreme, just, the good old sphere destruction. You throw it, boom, explosion, hits him back. His main, though, is draw the card Godly Sneeze. I wanted to change it up because there's the Beerus, there's the bicycle kick with the sphere destruction, and then there is the giant, explosion for his LF. I wanted to change it up. And there's that scene in the anime where Beerus sneezes, shoots off a sphere of destruction, and I believe he destroys a planet, or maybe it's a moon. But either way, it's a big astral body that he destroys just by sneezing. So I thought that would be a fun card for Beerus to have and make it, spice it up a little bit. His cover change is a strike cover change. And so just like in the movie, when Android 18 attacks, Beerus flies behind and chops her in the back of the neck. So I thought, when they strike attack you, Beerus can zoop behind and a bop to the back of the head, launch him back. If you have a blue, you can throw it, but otherwise it's like the other combo or cover changes where you have to wait before you can go and combo into them. His Z ability is plus 35% to strike attack and blast defense to tags God Ki and God of Destruction. This is of course at 14 stars, not right off the bat. All of these units will be at the 14 star mark for Z ability, so it's like the maximum they can get. But I went and added God of Destruction tag, because if we're going to get multiple, they should have a tag so they can work together. And this boosts both God Ki and God of Destruction. Now his unique abilities are Don't Wake a Sleeping God and Lord Beerus. Now, for these two, as to what they actually do, Don't Wake a Sleeping God activates when the opponent uses a blue card. I decided this could be kind of cool, because blue card is normally some attack that's a huge explosion that would wake up the sleeping god. And when they do use a blue, plus 25% to strike attack and increases arts draw speed by 1, and these cannot be canceled. They're not stackable either, so it's not every blue card Beerus is gaining plus 25% and then a level to the arts draw card speed, to which point cards are flying into his hand. It's not like that. It's only a one-time thing. but these are not cancelable. So Vegeta Blue's green cannot cancel these. Once they use a blue, Beerus has been awoken. And the other main, Lord Beerus, is plus 50 ki and plus 25% to damage received to enemy unit every time this unit enters the battlefield, but the plus 25% damage received can only be stacked twice. You cannot just keep stacking it every time Beerus enters the battlefield. That would be a little too OP, so that can only be stacked twice, but he gains 50 ki back every time. So kind of like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, every time he swaps in, he gains ki. And then for tags, I gave Beerus God of Destruction tag, a new tag, God Ki, Twins, and Powerful Opponent. All tags he has before, and the Twins, of course, is because he's a twin with Champa. But that's my Beerus unit. Let me know what you guys think, what you would change for your Beerus unit. And you know, if you want a new Beerus. I know most people probably want a new Beerus, but that's why we're starting off with Beerus, because everyone wants a new Beerus. Our next God of Destruction, though, is my personal favorite, Rikiru, the Universe 8 God of Destruction. He is the fox-looking one, you can see on screen. He actually fought in the pre-tournament power thing, so we got a little bit of him in action, but not much, so not much to go off of. I made him as well a strike-focused unit, so he, of course, has the good old blast armor, and for blasts, just a normal blast as well. His green card draws a new hand, so it's similar to Whis, but only for him. When you activate the green, you draw a whole new hand of, cards, and unlike Whis' though, the enemy does not as well. His blue is an energy blade, and then when you activate your main, he transforms into the 9-tailed fox, so he grows 6 more tails, because he starts out with 3 normally. And you gain ki as well on main, and then his blue transforms into the tail cannon barrage, which he fires a barrage of blasts from his tails and lights up the enemy like a Christmas tree. His cover change is a blue cover change. I believe Bojack is the only other unit in the game that can cover change effectively, like works against blues. And unlike Bojack, this is only against blues, not including strikes and blasts, but that could be pretty effective. And I did that because I think of this Rikiru, or Liquor as it appears in the English version, is a very attacking focused unit, and he's going to throw away their blue card and then begin his onslaught on them. His Z ability is plus 40% to strike attack to tags God Ki and God of Destruction. I would have given him Universe 8 here, but we really don't know any fighters from Universe 8, so I highly doubt there's really a point in having him boost that. That's kind of just a wasted thing, to be honest. And then his unique abilities are Let Me Fight and the 3-tailed God, until he transforms, of course, in which point it becomes the 9-tailed God. Now, Let Me Fight decreases switch count by 5 every time he's switched out. I just made this based off of when I watched in the little clip in the anime where he really wanted to fight, as we don't know much about Rikiru, to be honest. But it decreases 5 every time, so this man is meant to fly back into battle over and over and over again. You're meant to throw this guy at the enemy with his absurd strike attack and just body them. The 3-tailed God gives plus 15% to strike attack and plus 20% to strike attack for all other Gods of Destruction you have in battle. So if you're running him in a God of Destruction team alongside Beerus and the other God of Destruction I'm going to mention in a moment, they gain a boost to strike attack of plus 20%. But when he transforms into the 9-tailed God, he gains plus 25% to strike attack and then plus 25% to damage received to all non-God of Destruction units on the enemy team. So if they're not running any God of Destruction units, that's an extra plus 25% damage received on them. So Rikiru can just go off, tee off on them, because he's known for eliminating the weak mortals in his universe to keep that mortal level high. So he's not a fan, and he's going to lay into these mortals. Now, his tags, I gave him God of Destruction, God Ki, Universe 8, and Powerful Opponent, just because they could add more Universe 8 in the future, and if they do the whole Tournament of Power, I'm sure they'll give every single person their own Universe tag, so that's why I gave him that. But that's Rikiru, my personal favorite God of Destruction just by design. I really love the fox look, and let me know what you guys think about Rikiru, what you would change, if you would use a different God of Destruction here. But now, we're finally on to our last God of Destruction for this little what if video. Now, it's not Champa, actually, it is Belmod, and I know a lot of you probably thought I'd go with Champa, as we know more about Champa and he's Beerus' twin, but I thought Belmod would be pretty cool. We hear a bit about him in the Tournament of Power, and I'm sure they'll make a Champa at some point too, so I decided to go Belmod here. He's more of a support unit in my idea here. His strike is just normal, no blast armor. His blast doesn't have any special abilities to it. His green card destroys the enemy hand and forces a switch. Again, it's like a Vegito blue or a full power Goku green, where you fly across the battle stage, you hit them, and then if you land it, you destroy their hand, so they have to redraw cards when their new unit comes in because they're force switched. Their blue card is energy cards. It's just one of Belmod's energy cards attack. You throw the cards, boom, 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 big explosion, launches them back. His main is decreases switch time to 0 and gain 45 ki. So if you're using another unit and you switch out to Belmod, then you activate the main, you can bring that other unit right back in with new 45 ki. Belmod is more meant to just kind of give ki and boosts to your teammates, not really fight so much himself. He has a cover change of a green card, which could be effective if you're facing like Vegito Blue, because he commonly uses his green because he's given one when he comes in, he uses that green, and you just cover change, bang, throw Vegito Blue back, tell him, not today, son. His Z ability is plus 40% to blast attack to tags Universe 11 and Gods of Destruction. I didn't give him the God Key boost here because Universe 11 actually has fighters. You know, there's Jiren, Toppo, Dispo, the whole Pride Troopers that we know about, and I'm sure we'll be seeing them in the game at some point soon. So he boosts Universe 11 and God of Destruction. For unique abilities, he's got Passing the Torch and Who's the Clown Now. And I did Passing the Torch because you can see Toppo's in training, so it's clear that Belmod is going to be replaced by Toppo. But Passing the Torch, his ability in Legends would be decreases switch count by 3 every time this unit is switched in. So if you're running him with Rikiru and you swap Rikiru out with his already -5 and then Belmod's -3, Rikiru is basically back in the fight already, ready to go. That's kind of the point. I wanted these units to kind of work together with each other, and for Rikiru to kind of be the main unit for fighting and Belmod to be more of a support unit and kind of give ki and whatnot. Is Who's the Clown Now ability decreases enemy ki by 40 every time they switch in a new unit. So every time they swap in a new unit, they lose 40 ki. So if they're comboing you and then they want to switch to someone type advantage on Belmod, they're going to lose 40 ki when they do it, so it's going to be hard to continue that combo. So it's going to make your opponent think, and that's kind of the point of Belmod. He's not really supposed to be hit. He's just there to boost your team and make it harder for the other team. Now, that's it for my 3 Gods of Destruction here. I will, of course, probably create units for the other Gods of Destruction, such as Helena from Universe 2, Champa, and whatnot going forward. But let me know what your guys' thoughts on these units after seeing them now, you know, what you do differently and whatnot. But if you enjoyed, as always, leave a like. Really appreciate it, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. Thank you all for subscribing up to this point. It is truly awesome. And if you're new, join the Discord. It's free. It's completely free. I guess some YouTubers, you know, you have to pay to join theirs. Mine's completely free. And I actually talk in it. I love talking to you guys. It gives me good ideas, and you guys are funny, so why not? And then, yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, I hope y'all are staying happy and healthy, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.